We'll come up with a poll question. Is that right, McLevin?
Yeah, I actually have a poll question off our morning meeting that I don't know how to word.
Okay.
You threw out.
Okay, wait a minute.
Okay.
We have a morning meeting that usually starts at around 8 Eastern, ends around 8:30. And we just sit around and we chit-chat about a variety of things. We mostly just sit around. We listen to Paulie, and Paulie will run down everything that we're going to be discussing on the show. So what is the item that we chit-chatted about that you want to use as a poll question?
So who would you rather have, Deshaun Watson or Russell Wilson? But you have to word it in a way that weights the potential trades for the two of them.
Well, you'd almost have to say, would you be willing to give up 4 first rounds for Deshaun Watson and 3 for Russell Wilson? Because Russ is going to turn 32 in November. Deshaun is 25. And I started to think about this because it used to be you could end your career, start your career, and end your career. And is Russ 33 in November, Paulie?
Checking his last birthday party I did not get invited to. Yeah, he turns 33 in November. Yeah. He's like 8 years older than Deshaun.
Yeah. We know players now won't, finish their careers with the team that they were drafted by. And certain players have a connection to a team where, like Brady with the Patriots, Peyton with the Colts, where J.J. Watt with the Texans, Aaron Rodgers with the Packers. Like, you can't envision them playing for somebody else. And Russell Wilson falls into that category. He's been the face of the Seahawks for quite some time. And, now you have this conversation, if it's real or not, that Russ could be traded, or at least teams are interested in trading for him. He's a Hall of Famer. But, man, it feels like those 2 Super Bowl appearances are a long, long time ago. Lost in the first round of the playoffs, and then uncharacteristically raised questions about the rosters when he joined us on the show. And then you start to think, are the Seahawks a partial rebuild? Are they reloading? They're sort of in limbo because we know the Rams are all in. The Niners are going to be healthy next year. I don't know what they're doing with Jimmy Garoppolo, but they're going to be healthy next year and probably would be considered a better team than Seattle. That's in their own division. We know Arizona can be dangerous there. But, the NFL is moving so fast right now that I don't think you can count out any move. Even ones we thought would never happen, like Russell Wilson playing for somebody else. Would I want Russ at age 33 and I give up 3 first-round picks? I would not. Would I want Deshaun Watson and give up 4 first-round picks? I would. Because I'm going to bet on youth in this situation. Russ relies on his legs. He is going to be sacked more than any other quarterback in the history of the sport when it's all said and done. And I think just sheer attrition with that. We love Russ. We think he's great. He's a Hall of Famer. But if I can get Deshaun Watson at age 25, then I would do that. I have no problem giving up players for Deshaun Watson because you have to have your quarterback. If I'm Carolina, now here's the other thing. Deshaun Watson has a no-trade clause. I don't know if Russ has a no-trade clause. We should try to figure that out. But Deshaun Watson, do you want to go to a team that is depleted to get you? I go back to Carmelo Anthony. Remember Melo wanted out of Denver? But he wanted to get signed to a long-term contract and then traded. He goes to the Knicks, and then the Knicks got rid of their good players. And Melo goes to the Knicks, and he's like, wait, where is everybody? Like, Melo, you wanted to get traded, and this is what happened. They had to give up people because you're a Hall of Famer. Do I want Russell Wilson at age 33? Not giving up that much. But with Deshaun Watson, I would. And if I'm Carolina and I have to give up Christian McCaffrey, and does Deshaun Watson go in there and go, I could have stayed in Houston and had the same kind of team here. Or I go to the Jets. They got to give up 2nd pick overall, Sam Darnold, a few other players, a few other picks. And you get there and you go, man, I got to be the savior here. And that's the other curiosity that I have. You may want out of a place, but where are you going to when you get there? And what are the expectations? Like Deshaun Watson's expectation level is going to be through the roof if he goes to Miami or Carolina, San Francisco. And if Russ would want out of Seattle, where he goes, okay, you got out. Is this line any better than what you have in Seattle? Yeah, Paulie.
A couple of things with Russell Wilson. After next season, there's an out for both of them. So if you're going to trade him, you would have to do it now. He could leave or they could let him go. They owe him, I think, $33 million next year. So based off that logic, if you think that 32 and a lot of mileage, the Seahawks should trade him if they got an offer for.
I don't think Russ is with the team after next season.
But according to the contract, this may be the time to trade.
Yes, but I truly understand that. This is business now. If I'm Seattle, do I want to sign up Russ? And what's he going to cost me at age 33 with a new contract?
If they kick in the option, that would keep him in 2022 and 2023 at $37 million and $40 million.
Okay, and that's a reasonable price for Russell Wilson. So maybe the next 2 years would be it in Seattle, because then I don't want to sign him for, the contract that's going to be $50 million. Yeah, McLevin.
By the way, he does have a no trade.
Okay.
Yeah, I just Googled it.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, Paul.
The following quote was said 2 minutes ago on this side of the glass. Can you tell me who said it?
Okay.
Deshaun Watson will never live up to a trade if someone pays 4 first-round picks for him. Back to you, Dan.
Seton O'Connor.
There's no way Deshaun Watson's ever going to be this good. It's just right now he's like the most talented quarterback this league has ever seen since the last 3 guys we just said that to. And he's great. He's really good. I don't have very much to even base this on other than just seeing how hype usually plays out. But all of a sudden it's going to be like, oh yeah, he's going to go to a new team. You're going to sell the whole farm for him and like, all right, here's your 4 first-round draft choices. And then he's going to be basically 28 and 31 there too. And like, okay.
He's 25, though. He's 25. I just don't know how much better the team is going to be that he's going to go to. Because if you say you're going to the Jets, all right, they're not better than the Texans. If he goes to the Dolphins, then they are better than the Texans. Carolina, they're not better than the Texans. They're probably going to be the same, if not slightly worse, because they have to give up all of this capital to get him. Yes.
And it's kind of like, it's not really a statement on him necessarily as a player, but the hype going into whatever this move is going to be is almost an instant failure unless they win the Super Bowl next year. Other than that, it's a huge failure.
Yes, McLevin.
I'll do a shower shame bet against Seton on this. I'll bet if he goes to either Carolina or Miami, he's in a conference title game in 4 years. I'm sure of it. First of all, he's legit, but second of all, Carolina's going to be great.
How do you know they're going to be great?
Because Matt Rule's the man. Like, what are they giving up? Christian McCaffrey? They died to get out of that contract.
Didn't you have a shower of shame on Deshaun Watson before?
Yes,
that he was going to be the number 1 pick overall?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But I think those are better situations than Houston because the coaches.
Well, I like what Carolina has. Their owner's aggressive. Matt Rule, I think, has a chance to be a very, very good coach in this league. But you're going to give up all your draft picks, and if you give up Christian McCaffrey, like, what are you going to have there?
But are draft picks, I hate to say this, are draft picks the same as they used to be? Is the NFL going to become the NBA where nobody cares about first-round picks? Like the Eagles, they keep blowing their draft picks anyway.